Good evening, everyone. It is Monday night. It is 6:30, July 21st. It is time to get the meeting going. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk Brady, roll call, please.
Trustee Rufato. Here. Trustee Kruger.
Present.
Trustee Lang.
Here.
Trustee Vito.
Here.
Trustee Papantos.
Present.
Trustee Vogel.
Here.
President Horker.
Here, you have before you the minutes of the regular meeting of June 2nd, 2025. I need a motion for their approval.
So moved.
Santos, second.
Second.
Trustee Rufato, roll call.
Trustee Kruger.
Yes.
Trustee Lang.
Yes.
Trustee Vito.
Abstain.
Trustee Papantos.
Yes.
Trustee Vogel.
Yes.
Trustee Rufato.
Yes.
President Horker.
Yes, you also have the meetings, you also have the minutes of the regular meeting of June 16th, 2025. I need a motion for their approval.
So moved.
Motion, Trustee Lang, second, Trustee Vogel, roll call.
Trustee Papantos.
Yes.
Trustee Vito.
That's the one I should have abstained from.
Oh,
That's
the other
okay.
way
I'll
around?
abstain.
Okay, I'll do it this way then. Okay, hold on. Okay, Trustee Lang.
Abstain.
Trustee Kruger.
Yes.
Trustee Rufato.
Yes.
Trustee Vogel.
Yes.
President Horker.
Yes. Any changes to the agenda?
There are no changes this evening.
Okay, proclamations, confirmations. Good evening, everyone. I need a motion. I would like to recommend Jamie Dunne to the position of Chicago Executive Airport Director. Can I have a motion such?
So moved.
Motion, Trustee Papantos, second.
Second.
Trustee Rufato, roll call.
Trustee Vito.
Yes.
Trustee Lang.
Yes.
Trustee Kruger.
Yes.
Trustee Rufato.
Yes.
Trustee Vogel.
Yes.
Trustee Papantos.
Yes.
President Horker.
Yes. Brings us to citizens' communications.
I have one.
Please read the stuff.
Members of the public may address the board with comments regarding issues relevant to village business. No citizen shall speak for more than 5 minutes without consent of the board. Members of the general public who wish to address the board must sign the request to speak form prior to commencement of the public meeting. Deborah Wilson.
Hi, I recently received public records responsive to a request I made for the mail flow rules applied to my email. And the records that were produced showed a whole list of my historical email addresses. The mail flow rule that was applied is that the recipient, my intended recipient, will never receive, at least not at first, my emails that I think I'm sending to them, in violation of the Constitution that gives me a right to address my elected officials for redress of grievances. Your manager has applied a rule to prevent me from communicating with my elected officials. Instead, it is directed toward management, so I'm unable to know whether or not the redress that I seek from my elected officials is ever received. Maybe they provide it to you, maybe they don't. I certainly attempted to email you all prior to this appointment of Jamie Dunne as chairman at our airport. The content of my email was such that I felt that it was a slap in the face to law enforcement that was here, even though he will no longer have authority over them in his position as chairman, that you had a show of force unlike only that's been seen once, to my knowledge, in the history of Illinois. The courage it takes for an entire police department to show up at Village Hall for a vote of no confidence in that man. And the only thing that I could think was the ancient Hebrew proverb that says, as a fool returns to his vomit, as a dog returns to his vomit, so a fool returns to his folly. My first night up here, I spoke to you about the former village president being on the road with his toll record showing at like 2:30 in the morning right by the Rivers Casino. Have you ever asked him who was in the vehicle with him that night? Because I don't think he was alone. I also tried to inform you all that Jamie Dunne when he was with Buffalo Grove during his tenure there with the national, whatever the police alarm system, the SWAT team, that he took $10,000 from that account and he was allowed to pay it back without adverse employment consequences. This was the email I attempted to send you all, but I don't know if you received it. So he has a history of misusing funds. The previous chairperson for the airport was Court Harris, or before Court Harris, his name was Tortolo. He was a retired judge from Cook County, and he was terminated because he, without approval from the airport board, spent, I think it was $5,000 on a sign, and they thought that was too much money, and so they fired him. So you have a history of an airport board that fired somebody for using their funds in a way that they didn't feel was appropriate, but at least Tortolo had the virtue of spending it actually on airport use. And this man that you're appointing to take over that position has a history of taking money for personal use and being able to replace it. The reason, before I spoke to the airport board at the meeting about that, I took Jamie Dunne out in the hall, and I said, this is what I'm hearing. I don't have enough turnaround time for FOIA to find out if it's true. And he didn't deny it. He just said it was exaggerated. So I think that choosing to appoint him tonight before public comment caused you to vote in a way without input from the public. Also, your manager prevented you from getting my email informing you of this history. So I just feel like I'm concerned because Ray Lang went to Catholic school with Jamie Dunne forever, and it seems like it's an effort to keep his lifelong friend employed and not really appointing someone who would really be the best representative of our interests. So, I suppose if they find out of any inappropriate removal of funds, they can do what they did with Tortolo and terminate him or bring an end to it. But I'm really concerned. We're in a law enforcement crisis ever since COVID. No one wants to do the job. And these guys had the courage to kind of tell you how they felt. I think you underestimate the damage that's going to do in our capacity to hire law enforcement moving forward. I'd like to commend to you Kopecky and Musolf in their wisdom. They closed down the previous benefit association after I had investigated about 5 years ago for misappropriation of funds. And they didn't even want to be part of that anymore. They just closed that up and started a new one. No one told me that. It was just my own investigation into the Secretary of State Corporation and LLC lookup, because they wanted to avoid the appearance of impropriety or even being associated with something like that. So I think that they would serve as an excellent object lesson to you for what wisdom is and in gaining public trust.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson. Anybody else?
No, that's it.
All right. So Chief Salela is listed for staff reports, but he is returning from a fire. He should be here momentarily. I don't want to steal his thunder because he wanted to talk about some promotions. So if we could put that towards the end.
You
that'd
said
be
there
great.
the were no changes to the agenda.
I'm sorry.
The fire wasn't following?
The fire was not following the rules.
We will call him when he gets here.
Yes, thank you.
Clerk, if that's okay with everybody. Nobody's objecting. Consent agenda, please.
Consent agenda. All items listed on the consent agenda are considered to be routine by the village board and will be enacted by one motion. There'll be no separate discussion of these items unless the board members or citizens so request, in which event the item will be removed from the general order of business and considered after all other agenda items. 11A, authorizing the purchase of Holmatro hydraulic extraction equipment from Jefferson Fire and Safety, Inc. at the cost not to exceed $44,052. 11B, resolution authorizing acceptance of the previous bid United States General Service Administration contract with Carasoft Technologies Corp. for a one-year renewal of license for VMware virtualization and cloud computing software in the amount of $54,621.74. 11C, resolution approving certain executive session meeting minutes of the President and the Board of Trustees of the Village of Wheeling, Illinois. 11D, resolution affirming an agreement between the Village of Wheeling and AFSCME Council 31 for and on behalf of Local 1344 for the period May 1st, 2025 through April 30th, 2028. 11E, resolution waiving competitive bidding requirements and approving a contract with Burnett and Sons Electric for the replacement of the uninterruptible power supply for the Fire Station 44 in an amount not to exceed $32,131.49. 11F, resolution for improvement under the Illinois Highway Code Section 25-0000-00-RS 2026 MFT Street Improvement Program. 11G, resolution approving an engineering service agreement with Civil Tech Engineering, Inc. for the design of the 2026 Street Improvement Program in the amount not to exceed $127,029.81. 11H, resolution waiving competitive bidding requirements and approving a contract with CK Developers LLC for the Fire Station 44 remodeling project in the amount of $40,800 in fiscal year 2025. 11I, resolution approving change order number 1 to the contract with Lavard Construction for aggregate material delivery and debris hauling in the amount of $30,000, increasing the contract amount from $80,000 to $110,000 for fiscal year 2025. And 11J, resolution authorizing the village manager to execute an intergovernmental agreement with the membership committees of the Joint Emergency Management System, JEMS.
Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
Trustee Vogel, second Trustee Kruger. Roll call, please.
Trustee Lang,
Yes.
Trustee Kruger,
Yes.
Trustee Rufato,
Yes.
Trustee Vogel,
Yes.
Trustee Papantos,
Yes.
Trustee Vito,
Yes.
President Horker.
Yes. And now, on demand, Chief Salela. You
Hello,
all set?
everyone. Sorry I'm late. We had two gentlemen promoted this past week. We had Lieutenant Chris Riley, who was promoted to Battalion Chief. He's been with the department 28 years, and a member of our apparatus committee and specialty teams, also a member of the Urban Search and Rescue Team through the state of Illinois. And we're very proud to have him as promoted to one of our battalion chiefs, and he was just running a structure fire that I just came from, so he did a great job. And then we had Lieutenant Jason Curtin, who was promoted this past week as well. And these were both vacancies that were created by a battalion chief that retired and went on to greener pastures. So we wish them both the best of luck, and congratulations to both. Thanks.
Thank you, Chief.
Okay, new
New
business.
business.
13A, ordinance granting special use approval to permit a recreation and instruction facility for the Ukraine Diaspora, thank you, Sport Association, DBA, American,
Futsal.
thank you, Academy at 616 Wheeling Road, docket number PSU 25-0007.
Mr. Clicker, what do we got?
Yes, as Clerk Brady said, this is for a recreational facility. The petitioner is seeking to operate an indoor futsal training and soccer development facility focused on youth and families with occasional sports-related events. This was heard at the Plan Commission at their most recent meeting, and they did recommend approval with 5 conditions. Those conditions would be that 1, a minimum of 1 employee shall be on site at all times during the facility's hours of operation. 2, the facility shall be used exclusively for futsal or soccer training and tournaments. No unrelated activities, parties, or events shall be permitted. 3, any tournaments shall be conducted strictly within the hours of operation of Monday through Friday from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. as stated in the petitioner's project description letter received by the village on May 5th, 2025. Condition 4, all activities shall be conducted entirely within the indoor facility. And 5, a wheeling sign permit shall be required prior to the installation of any exterior signage at the subject property, subject to the requirements of Title 21 signs. With those 5 conditions, the Plan Commission did recommend approval of this, and the applicant is here to maybe explain a little bit more about futsal or some other, any questions you might have.
There is a question to start with from trustee Papantos. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Andrew. I'm doing the soccer in Willing signed 2016. So
Could you raise the mic a little bit? Thank you.
yeah, so our community around 120 families. We're doing futsal and soccer for kids from 4 to 14 years old. Probably that's all what I do.
Okay. Trustee Papantos.
Thank you. Can you describe to people what futsal is?
Futsal is some kind of indoor soccer. That's all. No, a little bit, let's say, dimensions of the field a little bit smaller. The soccer ball is smaller, the size number 4, not 5. And 4 people, 4 player on the field, and 50, it's a goalie. That's all.
And are you currently at this site doing business, or are you about to open?
But like I said, I'm already signed 2016, so that's only because there is not enough in this area indoor facilities, and then we have like more than 120 kids, and that's better for us for the growing. That's we're opening for our academy use only.
My question is leading to when will you be open?
Oh,
Sorry.
they already opening, but we are not doing then practice session yet. Like maybe some scrimmages, but not much right now.
So when will you start that?
I believe closest to middle of August.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Papantos. Are there any other questions? Trustee Rafato.
How many fields do you have in the building? Is it just one big field?
Just one big, yeah. The 5th length and 25 width.
Okay. But when you have younger kids playing futsal, would they use the whole?
Yes, correct.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, we were working like in summertime, sign 1 p.m. and finish around 9 p.m. So it depends what the age they comes like from 4 or 5 years old, coming like a little bit early than 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. and
Okay. Trustee Papantos, my grandson in Texas plays this. I've never seen it. And it's really indoor soccer, but no railings or anything, so it's on a basketball court. So you're doing it just like that, but it's a smaller ball, and it doesn't bounce as much as a regular soccer ball. It's fun to watch. Never heard of it until I was down there.
oh yeah, that kind of sport very popular in Brazil because that's really need like really nice skill to move.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to make a decision like really quick, like
Yes.
yeah.
It's interesting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Rafato. Are there any other questions? If there are not, I would be looking for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Trustee Papantos, second.
Second.
Trustee Lang, roll call, please.
Trustee Krueger?
Yes.
Trustee Rafato?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel? Trustee Papantos? Yes. Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
President Horker?
Yes, congratulations, sir. Good luck.
Thank you. Have a good one.
13B, ordinance granting a rezoning from the R-1 single-family residential and B-3 general commercial zoning districts to the A-P airport zoning districts in the northeast quadrant of the Chicago Executive Airport, docket number PRZ 25-0001.
Mr. Clicker, what do we got?
Yes, this is a cleanup more than anything. As we were working with the airport on their new tie-down areas, as we all know because of the Sky Harbor project, the tie-down areas and that are moving in the airport. As we were working with them, we noticed on their parcel map that some of the parcels along Milwaukee and adjacent to the diversionary creek have zoning that is not AP. So it was really just a cleanup, a suggestion by village staff that we clean this up and make the parcels that are part of the airport zoning.
Don't want somebody building a house?
Correct.
Questions or comments? Trustee Papantos.
I just have one question. The R1 was because of it, when something is annexed, it
Correct.
becomes
Yeah,
R1
and if you
automatically.
If you do notice, just to the north is the church property, and that is R1. So it's just kind of it was a remnant left over from when all of that was going on, and we just decided that now would be a good time to clean it up. As you know, split lot zoning is one of my big pet peeves, so.
Thank you.
If there are no other questions, need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Trustee Vogel, second.
Second.
Trustee Kruger, roll call, please.
Trustee Rufato?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
Trustee Kruger?
Yes.
President Horker?
Yes.
All right, 13C, ordinance granting special use approval to permit a recreation and instruction facility for Starvue Field Hockey LLC, 190 Messner Drive, docket number PSU 25-0009.
Mr. Clicker.
Yes, as Clerk Brady stated, this is a special use for a recreational facility. This facility would be focusing on field hockey instruction and training. The Plan Commission met on June 9th and did recommend approval of this use with a few conditions, and they are: 1, that a minimum of 1 employee shall be on site at all times when the facility is in use; 2, the facility shall be used exclusively for personal field hockey training. No unrelated activities, parties, or events shall be permitted. 3, all activities shall be conducted entirely within the indoor facility. And 4, a wheeling sign permit shall be required prior to the installation of any exterior signage at the subject property, subject to the requirements of Title 21 signs.
Questions or comments? Looks like there are none. I would be needing a motion to approve.
Sorry,
then.
Mr. President,
Sorry?
what are the hours of operation?
5 to
They
9
are,
weeknights. And,
Regular practices would be Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., and during normal business hours on the weekends.
Normal business hours on the weekends?
8 to
being
5.
8 to 5?
Yeah.
Great, thank you.
Any other questions? If not, then I still need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Trustee Kruger, second.
Second.
Trustee Rufato, roll call, please.
Trustee Rufato?
Yes.
Trustee Kruger?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
President Horker?
Yes.
13B, ordinance granting a variation from Title 19 zoning to permit a reduction in the minimal green space requirements at 160 West Hintz Road, Cap Plumbing and Sewer, Inc., docket number PB 25-0001.
Mr. Clicker.
Yes, before you, this is a request from Caps Plumbing. As you recall, when they came into this facility, they did construct an outdoor storage yard and had a plan for all the piles and materials that they routinely store at the site. As they've been in the facility now and operating, they've realized that if they could move the storage bins back a few feet, it would make their operations that much more efficient and better for all involved. And so they have requested that they be allowed to do that. It would chew up a little bit more green space. It would take the overall green space from the site from an existing 17% down to 15%. And the Plan Commission did hear this request and not only approved a minor site plan approval, but also recommended approval of this variation.
Thank you, Mr. Clicker. Questions? Nothing to my left, nothing to my right? Nothing? Is there a representative from CAPS? Come up here.
Have their names on there.
I saw that, so I knew there was.
That was the first clue.
How are you?
I can read. Has nothing to do with this. You guys are doing an apprentice program?
Absolutely.
Tell me about that. Tell everybody about that. I know this is catching you cold, but this needs to be known.
Sure. Well, I guess based off that, we will hire anyone interested in the field of plumbing and take them up from no experience, some experience, a lot of experience, but no plumbing license. We will take them all the way through to schooling and training to become a licensed plumber.
Now, I heard about this through District 214.
I believe there is talks of that, yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to get somebody up here to tell you guys that I think it is wonderful that our local businesses are doing stuff like this, because not everybody is cut out for college, and very few people can afford it
me.
nowadays.
So,
And so I just wanted to thank you guys for doing that.
thank you. Yeah, give otherwise dying interest to those kids, especially today, who could use it. And, you know, robots couldn't do our job, AI couldn't do my job, someone has to do it. So please.
It's not
if-
remote?
Huh?
Not remote?
If you can find out a way, I'm all ears.
Okay. Okay, all that being said, I need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Trustee Lang, second. Trustee Papantos, roll call, please.
Trustee Krueger,
Yes.
trustee Lang,
Yes.
trustee Vito,
Yes.
trustee Papantos.
Yes.
Trustee Vogel,
Yes.
trustee Rafato,
Yes.
President Horker.
Yes, good luck, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
13D, ordinance granting special use approval to permit a private therapeutic special education school, 410 East Dundee Road, Inspired Learners Academy, docket number PSU 25-0008.
Mr. Clicker.
This is a special use, as it stated, for a private therapeutic special education school. This is located in the 350 East Dundee building on the first floor. As we recall, we approved the PUD for a mixed-use building for commercial and retail space on the first floor, residential on floors 2 through 4. This is one of the first tenants that is signed onto the building, and as such would require a special use to operate. The Plan Commission did hear this on their meeting. I believe it was also the June 9th meeting, and did recommend approval for it with 5 conditions. I'm sorry, it was the June 25th Plan Commission meeting when they heard this, with 5 conditions, and that was B1, the special use is limited to a private therapeutic school for children with autism and related developmental needs as described in the petitioner's submittal. 2, a wheeling business license application must be submitted to the Community Development Department prior to any village board action of the special use. They have met that, we are here. 3, all school services and operations shall occur inside the building. Any outdoor operations, including but not limited to outdoor therapy, play, or exercise, shall not be permitted until the petitioner obtains minor site plan and appearance approval from the Plan Commission for any outdoor improvements activities, including playground and designated school drop-off pickup zones. I would just like to emphasize that one, that the playground area has not been approved at this time for anything with this school. 4, any on-site or catered food service is prohibited. If food service is proposed in the future, a fully compliant commercial kitchen will be required and subject to village review and approval. And 5, any significant modifications to the approved use, operations, or site layout shall first require a Plan Commission review and approval. That was, with those conditions, like I said, the Plan Commission did recommend approval of this use.
Thank you, Mr. Clicker. Trustee Papantos?
Thank you. I'm assuming since you're the only one left, you're the petitioner.
Hi, I'm Karen Olzak. I'm the owner of Inspired Learners Academy. What questions do you guys have for me?
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you for bringing this to our town. I think it's something that's needed and probably not enough learning places, especially for children with autism, to address them. I am concerned about playground area. I mean, kids are going to want to go out and probably for therapy, it's a good thing to be out. When do you plan to start work on something like that, that we can get approval on that?
I have to work with an architect. I think there are some safety measures that we need to put in place and then get passed through the village first. So we're not sure yet.
Okay. And I know that the building is still being built or renovated at this point. Do you have a time frame in mind of when you'll be able to open?
We are we're planning probably for about November It has to go through not only you guys, but I also have to get accredited through the Illinois State Board of Education. And so that can't be done until everything is approved here first.
And I would just like to point out to the trustees on this one, this is a phase of the project that is permitted to go forward now, because whether or not the second through fourth floors get built or rehabilitated into apartment units is irrelevant to this use. So the applicant has been aware of that from day one, that there might be construction going on for some time. And they are aware of it, and again, willing to work with that. And their plan so far, everything that we've worked with has acknowledged the fact that there might be some temporary locations, or there might be some changes in the future due to the construction at the site.
And that was one of my concerns, is that if building is going on, you know, what effect it would have on your students. I know you're, excuse me, looking at a one-to-one teacher-student ratio. How many students do you expect to have?
I think at most we can have is about 25. It's
That's
not-
quite a few when you think about it.
Yeah, that's probably at most.
And do you have a waiting list, or?
We already have school districts that are very interested, yes.
So you'll be parents who have their children in one of our regular districts or a district around this area would then be guided to you for more special education?
Exactly.
Okay.
And also, to just address some of the concerns that you had, was one of our concerns, again, with the construction and with the type of student that will be there. They're actually utilizing an aspect of the existing building in a very smart way. The old bank vault is being developed out as a sensory deprivation room. So thick
yes.
walls that will definitely cancel out noise.
Yes, it's
Hopefully
great for
nobody
our
gets
students.
locked in, okay?
No, the door's been taken down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just a little concerned. Great, that's all I have, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, trustee Papantos. Any other questions? Trustee Rufato, and then, well, okay, trustee Kruger
Trustee Kruger first.
then trustee Rufato.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for being here. My question is about the transition between traditional school and your school. So would these students would that be commingled, or are you certified to, this would be their only school?
This would be their only school. So the students that we get, they're diagnosed with autism or any other developmental delay. And public schools, they'll come to me and say that they cannot service those kids. And it could be due to, most of the time, pretty significant behavioral challenges. And so they're looking for other schools.
I appreciate you being here too with what you offer. I have certainly an adult brother who went through the special ed programs, and when he was a younger elementary student, it was really hard for my parents to find some place for him to go. So they had a special ed program at, I think it was Longfellow School, and then Cooper had something, and then of course Wheeling High School is where he graduated, and they had a pretty robust special ed program. So this is something that
That's
seems
great.
very needed, so.
Yes, I think a lot of our families that I hear from in school districts and superintendents, there's a long waiting list right now
Sure.
in a lot of other schools, and there's just students that are housed right now in special education classes in the public school districts that they're just not getting their needs met, so.
Sure. Lucky for me, my brother is very high functioning. He could take apart a lawnmower in 1,000 pieces and put it back together and it would work. I can't do that.
Special talent.
But simple math or, other academics was a struggle. So,
Yeah.
so kudos to you. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee Kruger. Trustee Rufato?
Thank you. You mentioned that you're going to be opening in November. Have the owners of the building designated, you're going to have 25 cars. Have they designated area, because the place is under construction? And the parking lot's really hasn't been in that good a shape because it hasn't been used. So have they assured you that you're going to have ample parking and good parking for your staff?
Yeah, really good question. Yes, the owner did say that we had lots of parking. I did walk back there. You're right, it's not like the best, smoothest pavement, but I think it'll be fine for our staff.
And also just to add to that, we are working with the building owner. There is a phased process for the parking, just as there's a phased process for the building. The area that was the old drive-through area of the bank will be converted into a parking lot as part of this project that's going on and the other tenants that are being built out. And then as the project moves forward and further things go along, the remaining parking lots are slated to be improved as well.
But by the time they open, are they going to have
They will have
25 spots that are
There will be,
usable?
yes. They may not, again, as the applicant even said, they may not be the most pristine spots in the world, but they will be functional.
That would be my concern with this. Is there anything that we could do to help her through this process as far as getting parking?
I can assure you, we work with this property owner on, if not a daily basis, at least 3 times a week to try and keep his various projects at the site moving forward. We're doing absolutely everything we can to make sure that this tenant can operate in the time manner that they wish to, and that they will at least have functional aspects, if not perfect, when they are first ready.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and I've driven, I've walked the parking lot. It is functional.
Okay.
It's not just gravel.
Right.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes, this ordinance refers to 410 East Dundee Road. What's at 350?
If I could, Trustee Vogel, 350 is the overall building.
Okay.
And when the building owner came through with the plan for various uses, we assigned them addresses and worked with our GIS and other utilities and everything like that to come up with an addressing scheme that worked. And 410 is what worked for this site.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Anything else? All right. If there are no other questions or comments, we need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
Trustee Papantos, second Trustee Kruger. Roll call, please.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Rafato?
Yes.
Trustee Kruger?
Yes.
President Horker?
Yes, good luck, ma'am.
Okay, great, thank you.
Official communications. We'll get to you. Trustee Lang.
Well, for what it's worth, I went to St. Joe's for school. I met Mr. Dunne in 2015.
Thought we were talking about church, okay.
Yeah, I know. And I wasn't in the car.
Enough said. Are there any other communications?
Well, I was going to ask when he moved to St. Mary's, because I've known him for a long time, and in that time frame, he didn't. So I just wanted to validate that he did go to St. Joe's.
Awesome. Trustee
Well,
Papantos.
You're going to hear a lot. Chief Saleha, I also, in my notes, had to congratulate Battalion Chief Menzel on his retirement, and to congratulate Chris Riley and Jason Curtin for their promotions, well-deserved, and it was a privilege to attend, those events, so thank you very much. I went to school with all the Langs, so, yeah, he was over at St. Joe's, as was I.
So you were in the car?
I was,
I have a witness.
yeah, at 2:30 in the morning, I guess people aren't allowed to drive. Unfortunately, some statements were made, and, the person who made the statements obviously has never read the IGA, the Intergovernmental Agreement between the airport, well, not between the airport, between the Village of Wheeling and the City of Prospect Heights, because we own the airport, what the duties of the chairman, what the duties of the board are. Just make it up and decide that this person isn't qualified for no reason whatsoever. It gets to be a little ridiculous, and, accusations of, money being misspent. Former chairmen were never fired. There was, the person she's referring to resigned on his own because it wasn't what he thought it was going to be. Chairman Harris served 2 terms per the IGA. That's the limit, 2 consecutive terms, and a new chairman had to be, named. We picked, and, the best person for the job. As far as emails, if Ms. Wilson sends an email to my email address at the village, I get it. And I think I can speak for the rest of the trustees. If she has included their names, they get it. It's not rerouted. It's not routed through anybody else to make a decision. We get the emails. If she doesn't include somebody on it, then we wouldn't get the emails. But we are doing everything legal. I don't really like listening to somebody saying we aren't, and then they walk out of the room. It's the coward's way out, as far as I'm concerned. Thank you.
Okay. No trustees. Mr. Spondilis, you wanted to address the,
Well, I suppose just to elaborate for the benefit of the public's understanding to what Trustee Papantos just said, there is not now, nor has there ever been, nor will there ever be a blockage on a resident's email address in order for them to access their elected officials. The FOIA that was referenced clearly says that if sent to a member of, quote, elected officials at wheelingil.gov, which includes every person at this dais, FOIA at wheelingil.gov, Plan Commission at wheelingil.gov, or management at wheelingil.gov, those emails will go through. Management includes every member of the people sitting at that dais, which is every department head and every assistant department head, as well as everyone in my office and some additional members in Plan Commission. Every email that has been sent by Ms. Wilson through any of her various aliases is looked at beyond the people getting them directly, as Trustee Papanto said, which they do. And if there is a request for help or assistance for village business, that email will get routed. If it is to rank and file employees, it is blocked because it is harassment, as has been proven time and time again. So if anyone has any questions about the legality of that, I'm sure Attorney Frollo can expound, but I want to be very clear to the public that no email from any resident has ever been, nor will it ever be, blocked for their access to either elected officials or department heads and heads of staff from this village, period.
And I would just add that based on those rules which we've reviewed, Ms. Wilson's right to petition her government, being you at this dais, by email has been preserved and protected at all times. And we've added to that all management employees, we've added deputy chiefs, all department heads, all of John's staff here on the second floor, all FOIA officers, and village attorneys. The email protocol that's put into place has been set up to ensure the efficient operation of the workplace, which a government has the right to do at all times. An email system is not a public forum. It is a non-public forum. And as long as your rules are reasonable, they are legal and appropriate. We've reviewed these, and there are no legal issues with the email rules in place.
how do we stack up against other communities?
I think you're wonderful.
I think we're wonderful? That is awesome.
Answer.
Can you email all the department heads and all the other, in any other communities?
Yes.
Is it, so we're pretty much online with everybody else? Okay. Okay, I'm fine. So, unless anybody has some kiss cam video from the trip to the river, wherever that casino is, I think we're done with this. We do have some business to conclude this evening. I have the bills from June 12th to June 16th, 2025. I need a motion for their approval.
So moved.
Trustee Rogel, second.
Second?
Trustee Kruger, roll call, please.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Rufato?
Yes.
Trustee Kruger?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
President Horker?
Yes, we have no executive session this evening. That means I need a motion to just adjourn.
So moved.
Trustee Kruger, second.
Second.
Trustee Rufato, all in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your evening with us.